everybody, welcome to today's video. Today we're going to be talking about Don't Let Me Break, which is book 3 in the Don't Let Me series by Kelsie Ray. This series just keeps getting better and better. So the reason I say that is because with every couple, you know, you see different struggles, you see different tropes kind of as well, which is really cool. With this book, you get a little bit of a different perspective because one of our main characters has a chronic illness. And speaking of our main characters, this is Macklin and Kate. Macklin, if you remember, if you watched my other reviews for these books, for this series, Macklin is Theo's older brother. Theo was our main male character from the last book. And then Kate is Ashlyn, Blakely, and Mia's roommate from the last couple books. So, before I get into it, the great thing about this series, so not only does Kelsie have hardcovers, she has a ton of them, but they're probably going to go fast because they're on sale. So I highly recommend you go check it out. Link will be in the description of this video. And she also has a sprayed edge version of the paperbacks. So go check them out, and you should hurry before they go out of stock, because this is a killer series, and I am so excited. So, and with these, you get these stickers in the package with you, so each couple gets their own set of stickers. I've shown them off in my lives and in my reviews for these. I think the only one I didn't show was Ashlyn and Colt's sticker. So into this book, sorry, this is probably going to end up being a series I constantly talk about and I constantly recommend to people. Kelsie is such an amazing author. Like, she writes her books so beautifully, and to the rest of us book talk people, if you haven't seen Kelsie's adverts for these, like the little clips that she does for these, she does such an amazing job, and I highly recommend following her and like seeing the little clips that she does for these. They are so cute. So diving into this, our female main character, Kate, has epilepsy. Pardon the horn going off in the background. Kate is our main female character, and she has epilepsy. And that was a very interesting perspective to read from, because Kate had so many struggles and hoops to jump through just to have a regular day. And then she meets Macklin, who is a paramedic, and he has his own, stuff, right? And that was the great thing about this couple, is that what they show you is that, everybody has, as Macklin says, everybody has their shit. And that's okay. Like, the fact, and he shows Kate that, it's okay to have that stuff. Everybody expects you to have something. Like, you can't be perfect all the time, can't have 100% together all the time, right? And because Macklin is just a little older than Kate, she's 30, Kate is 25, and Macklin is 34. So there's a little bit of an age gap for those of you that like age gaps. There's a little age gap. And, but for Kate, that's completely out of her depth, right? She's used to these college boys that are all over the place and are like not looking for any type of commitment, or they're just like too stressed about her condition, and which has made her self-conscious even more so about her condition. And then in comes Macklin, and he shows her that there is a world where she doesn't have to do it all on her own. She doesn't have to do everything all by herself. She can have someone to help her, and she can let her friends in to help her. She doesn't have to carry this burden of her condition all by herself. Nor should she have to, right? And it's ultimately this beautiful story of two people that are learning to move forward with their life, even with all of this chaos that is going on around them. And, Macklin is trying to move forward from his past, and and his past relationship that he's having struggles with, that he's struggling with the relationships he has with his daughters because of his ex-wife, who is causing a rift between him and his children. And then you have Kate, whose parents are understandably overprotective of her and want to make sure that she's okay and that she's doing everything that she needs to. And then you have Kate's friends who are trying to make sure she's okay and things like that. So ultimately, their relationship, it's really nice to see them, the way they come together, because they start out as friends and then it slowly builds throughout the book. And it's cute and cozy for those of you that like, I wouldn't call it a slow burn, but it's a tension builder, if that makes sense. Like, it's not slow, it's like medium speed, I guess. It's not full of spice, much like the other books. It's not like swamped in spice, right? It's just a little bit. It's enough that, like, it's got enough spice, but it's got a world of plot, and it's so good because you learn so much about these characters, and you get to love them, and you fall in love with their dynamic and these characters, and you want to see them happy at the end of this book. And even with struggles, you still end up there, right? You still end up in that happily ever after. And that is what I've loved about these, is actually they haven't done the third act breakup thing. And like I said when we were talking about Don't Let Me Fall, which is the first book, if you don't like third act breakups, this is a good series, because so far there has not been a third act breakup. So I am so excited to keep reading. I've actually started reading Let Me Love You, which is a Don't Let Me sequel, which is a sequel to Don't Let Me Fall. So I am so excited to talk to you guys about that one. I'm almost halfway through it, which is so crazy. That tells you how much I love this series. I've been eating it up. I'm almost sad to see it end, because after this there's only book 4 left, and I don't know what I'm gonna do when the series is over. So stay tuned, and I'm so excited that you guys have been coming on this journey with me. Bye, guys!